What's up, guys? Welcome to the 22nd episode of the Phoenix Studios live show here from the lovely, beautiful, sunny UK. Another sweltering week of heat, and hey, we won our game last night in the World Cup. Rock on. That was one hell of a game, man. One hell of a game. I've been ridiculously busy with client work the last couple of weeks. Have just kind of flown by. So yeah, but happy to see all you guys here, and hey, let's get our show started. Is that not switching back over? Ah, there we go. All right. So yeah. Hey guys, I see we've got Nick in the channel, Johannes in the channel, Lena Ritchie in the channel, and of course Natural Mermaid, who is right behind me. Nice to see all you guys on this lovely sunny afternoon. So yeah, so really busy couple of weeks for me. I've been crazy trying to get a ton of client work done in the day and then work on my stream at night and other little personal projects. So yeah, as you can imagine, it's been all go. But we do have a few little news items, which is cool. So I'm looking forward to kind of sharing those with you right now. So let's get into it. All right. So, yeah. So let's get into this. So the first thing is thank you again, Johannes, for creating a new meme last week. Johannes has been going crazy on the Discord, putting in some memes and stuff from the channel. And yeah, I just want to say thanks again, man. It's hilarious, and keep making those memes. They're really funny. Really like them. And yeah, the other thing as well is that Lena contributed an awesome kind of emote art, I suppose you could call it, in the channel, in the Discord. Once we unveiled our Chaos emote last week, Lena actually went and created this in the channel, which is absolutely freaking awesome, as you can see. I think it took you a couple of goes to get there, Lena, but I think you got there in the end. It looks really cool. You had another version as well. So yeah, so that's something maybe you guys can start doing, and maybe I'll make a channel or something like that dedicated just to emote art. Who knows? Let's see how we go. And yeah, still our leader, our bit leader is Hybrid at 666 from a couple of weeks ago. And the leaderboard's currently looking like this. We've got 2 subscribers. And yeah, we got a few extra bits in there last week. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I've actually now enabled the bit kind of noise, I suppose you could call it. So I've actually used the sound from Johannes's video as the bit notification. So hopefully when you guys donate bits, it'll come up with that sound where I say, look at all those bits or whatever. So it should say that, hopefully, fingers crossed. Our subscriber count was still on 2, which is cool. I wasn't expecting that many subscribers, to be honest, to start off with. No problem. Oh, is it working? Did it work? I have no idea because I've got my headphones plugged in. Did it not work? No. Oh, sorry, Lena. I don't know why that's not... You know what? I've set it up to do that, and I don't understand why it's not working. Did it have like a little jingle noise instead? Just the bits noise, yeah. I don't know. I think it's a Twitch thing. For some reason, Twitch seems to override my settings. It's with the Streamlabs usually. But anyway, we'll try and sort it out. So there we go. We'll try and sort that out another time. So in terms of our subscribers... yeah, we've got 2. We're trying to aim for 10. That's kind of our next milestone. Looking forward to kind of getting towards 2. Yeah, Nick, you heard noise, but we're trying to get it so that there's like a little clip of audio that gets played during. It's kind of like a really funny little meme thing that Johannes came up with. Yeah, the beding noise. Yeah, that's not. It's the typical Twitch noise, which I obviously don't want. I don't know how to override it. It's really frustrating, so I need to look into that. And test it out myself. So yeah, so as I was saying before, anyone who subscribes to the channel, you get an exclusive gift. You get 100 icons pack, a ton of icons. Look at all those icons, man. You can use them in your projects, anywhere you like. And usually it's like, I usually sell these for $12 or $9.99 in the UK. But when you subscribe, you get it for free. I send you a code and you can get those for free. So that's kind of like a little exclusive offer. And now to the big kind of news of the stream, which I was going to announce it a few days ago and then I held off, is that the Chaos Emote has now been approved. So without further ado, there he is. Hey, finally. So the Chaos Emote is now approved. So if you subscribe or whatever, you'll get the Chaos Emote. So looking forward to seeing people use those. That's going to be quite fun. So yeah, guys, so that's the big news. I mean, I had it approved on Saturday. I couldn't believe it because I thought it's going to take at least 2 weeks probably to get this approved. And yeah, on Saturday I just happened to look and there you go. There it was. The Chaos Emote, all nice and clean and approved. Awesome. So the next stream will be on Wednesday next week. I'm trying to do one a week at the moment because I've been so busy. I've not been able to do 2 a week. So next Wednesday will be the next one as per usual. And that brings us, of course, to our album of the week. And I was looking for an album and I happened across one. And it's kind of apt that this album is being featured today. And I will go into a bit more detail about it. But yeah, I just kind of like thought, oh yeah, I haven't featured this album. And then it's really funny. Anyway, I'll explain in a minute. So the album of the week, guys, is Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory. And yeah, the artist is in fact Mike Shinoda, who is of course part of Linkin Park. And I had no idea he actually did the original artwork for the album, which I had zero idea about. I had no idea he'd done that. So let's get straight into this, go into a few details about the artwork. Let me just move this over a bit, if I can. Yeah, Hybrid Theory. Yeah, exactly, Lena. Let me just move this out of the way, see if I can... Can I expand this? I don't know. No, maybe not. Okay, well, we'll just leave it like that for now. That's fine. Yeah, so Hybrid Theory, I mean, what can I say about this album? It's probably one of the best albums in the last 10, 15 years, whatever, when it was released. Oh, wow, it was released in 2000. Okay, so the last 18 years, probably one of the best albums, certainly one of the best metal albums. And it was absolutely groundbreaking at the time. You know, you got One Step Closer, Crawling, Paper Cut, In the End. Such an amazing album. And yeah, I was looking through and there's actually on Wikipedia, there's actually an artwork section. You jump to it. And yeah, it was Mike Shinoda who worked on the album as a graphic designer before becoming a professional musician. So he stated that the band had looked through books for inspiration on how to present themselves for the first time. And the result was this winged soldier, which Shinoda illustrated himself. So there you go. And according to Chester, the idea of the soldier with dragonfly wings was to describe the blending of hard and soft musical elements by the use of jaded looks of the soldier and frail touches of the wings. So very much, if we scroll back up, so very much to do with the fact that you've got the hard edge part of Linkin Park and also the softer edge side of them as well. So that's kind of apt that they would kind of go with that sort of style. And yeah, it's incredible to me that it was actually Mike Shinoda who was actually the one who was kind of creating it as well as the music. There's another article on here which talks about it, and these are some of the singles which I'm pretty sure he's actually created himself as well. So he kind of came up with this kind of almost like a kind of Banksy spray paint kind of style, and then he used it on all the single covers as well, which is really nice. And yeah, this album, I mean, it's absolutely iconic. It is, you know, the kind of staple for new metal. This was like the cover and indeed the album that kind of started it all off, in my opinion. I don't think anyone else. I mean, maybe Limp Bizkit were kind of doing a bit of new metal as well, but for me, this is kind of like the landmark album that kind of started off that whole scene. What have you put in there, Lena? Hybrid Theory, Signal Noise Rule, Phoenix Axiom, and Proclaim Guide. What's all that about? Loads of different band names. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it's absolutely iconic.
I get it.
What's that?
As in hybrid PK, signal noise, you put like rule instead of like a theory.
Oh yeah. Oh hey Hugh, thanks for joining us, man. Literally just going through Hybrid Theory and talking about the artwork and stuff, because it's such a landmark, iconic album. Every week we go through different albums. We have an album of the week. This is the album of the week this week. And in particular, the reason why its album of the week this week is because, well, this is kind of a bit of a sad kind of touching thing. Is today, a year today, was our first Linkin Park concert, and this is like a little video clip of the concert. So this is actually Chester, and I may have played it for a few of you guys previously. But yeah, this is Chester right at the front of the crowd, going along. And there's actually a bit where we actually kind of grab his hand. So I'm going to try and pause it the best I can. We kind of like shake his hand and kind of grab his hand. So here we go. Look, pause it a little bit further. There you go. So he's kind of like, there's my hand. You can kind of see my hand. If I try and fast forward slowly. There you go. So there's my hand on the top, and there's Natural Mermaid's hand, fully grabbing his hand there like that. So it was just like, this is a year ago today, guys. It's so sad because 2 weeks later, you know, he'd passed away, and it's just such a sad thing. It was one of the best gigs we'd ever been to. I'd never would have expected to have kind of like held his hand. You can see my wristbands there, which are the same wristbands I've got on today. Yeah, just really emotional kind of looking back at that. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a turtle tattoo on his finger, yeah, for sure. I noticed that just before. Yeah, nor did I until now, when you look back at it. But yeah, so there's our hands, guys, grabbing Chester's hand, which was such a, as you can imagine, such an emotional and sad thing after the fact that he passed shortly after that. And we felt kind of really connected to him in a way. And yeah, it's just a bit devastated a couple of weeks after it passed. But I mean, he looks in such high spirits at this stage. It's hard to kind of imagine what would happen afterwards, because he was just going crazy in the crowd and just grabbing people, and just like, I think he kisses two girls at the front here on the cheek, just like really just full of beans, you know, and grabbing our hands and everything. And it was just like, how can this guy go from this to kind of passing away 2 weeks later? I'll never know. So yeah, guys, I just thought I'd share that with you. You know, it just felt really apt that we would share that today, because, you know, this is a year on. It was the 4th of July last year that we went to this gig, and yeah, what better place to kind of like show that, and also to say that, you know, Hybrid Theory is ultimately album of the week. So yeah, rest in peace, Chester. We'll always love you. And yeah, Hybrid Theory is indeed the album of the week this week, and of course the artist is Mike Shinoda, which is awesome. Right, so we're going to get into the lineup for today now, as we always do. So we've had Flash now, so what I think is what we'll do is we'll kind of get into our headliner for the day now. And yeah, kind of an interesting little one. So basically, because we've now got our emote approved, our first emote, I figured we'd try and work on our next one, because I kind of want to keep this up and keep going on this sort of line. So it's definitely something I want to do. So I'm going to quickly switch back to my screen and choose the right screen, because that's the wrong screen. Illustrator. Okay. Here we go. So what I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking the next emote will more than likely be the flaming horns. That's actually what I'm probably going to do, because I feel like what I want to do is have him so that when you put his little face in the chat, you can put the horns next to him on either side. That's kind of what I want to do. I've seen some people do that with other emotes. So it's kind of like almost like that, and then like that, and then kind of if we flip it over, maybe I'll make an alternative version so I can do that. You know what I mean? So that you guys can kind of do that. That might be quite cool. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of doing, and we've already got quite a good little start on this, but I just want to refine it a bit more, maybe do a few tweaks in Photoshop today. Just a couple of minor things, really. So I'm hoping you guys have all had a good week. The World Cup was pretty damn crazy last night. I mean, I've never seen such a game in my life for quite a while. Pretty damn crazy what happened. So yeah, I mean, I can't believe we got through, to be honest with you. It was so tight at the end there. So tight. Let's see if I can alter the weight of this, because I'm not too sure. Is this flattened? No, it is actually... Ah, okay. So I'm sure I've got a version with the original paths on. Ah, there's me thinking I'm all sorted out, but not quite. I think this might be the version. So it's got the original paths on them. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, this has got the original strokes on. Okay, so that makes sense. So let's go undo that, and then let's just copy that back in there. Yeah, and as Natural Mermaid saying about Meteora and Hybrid Theory, I mean, Meteora is a great album as well, but I still feel like Hybrid Theory is still my favourite one. Still probably the best one, in my opinion. I don't think they've ever topped it, to be honest. It's just so raw. So let's see. Maybe I'll kind of bring... See, what I want to do is just make sure that the hand is not too big, because I want it to kind of fall in line with him so it doesn't overshadow his head if you're doing them next to each other. It's kind of my idea. Let's see, let's go on the stroke. Maybe I'll pull the stroke down a little bit. And this is really a work in progress, to be honest with you guys, and been trying to figure this one out, because I kind of wanted both emotes together. At one stage, I wanted it all in one thing, but then it's just, I might as well just separate it into a separate one. It kind of makes more sense to me. Let me just grab a drink. Hold on a second. Get a drink after talking for so long. Ah, it's a bit better. Yeah, been hot weather in the UK, man. It's been pretty damn crazy. And it's still continuing, like Natural Mermaid says. It's been crazy.
August, I think.
Yeah, all the way into August. It's pretty damn crazy. And I think this glow will probably be done in Photoshop. So what I want to do is just kind of refine this gradient and stuff, make it look a little bit better. Let's just see. Where's my gradient thing? Shows you how often I've not been working in Illustrator for quite a while. I've been kind of completely utterly doing stuff in Sketch mostly, which is not Adobe Sketch but the other Sketch. The one for UI design. That's kind of all I've been using for the last 2 weeks. I've been that busy. So yeah, trying to work out if this can be kind of like a real nice, almost like a partner to this one, and kind of be kind of the right size and scale. That's the thing I'm kind of mostly the thing I really want to get right is just make sure that when you put it next to him it looks right in terms of scale. Now why aren't the points there? That's interesting. Ah, there we go. Okay, I must have had them hidden. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this thumb I've been trying to get right for a while. I started this the other day when I was making the other remote, but it's getting this thumb looking right. Yeah, it's a bit naff. Yeah. Hey, Ghost Monkey. Thanks very much for coming into the channel. And yeah, Chaos the Phoenix welcomes you. Here we go. There you go. Chaos welcomes you. We've got our first emote approved, man. So yeah, Twitch approved it on the weekend. So yeah, so subscribers get this awesome looking emote. And we're now working on the second one at the moment, which is going to be like a flaming horns type of thing. And yeah, it'll be kind of like the partner to him. So you kind of like, you're able to put his head and then you do the horns next to it and you kind of get the flaming horns with the head. It's quite fun. So yeah, just working on that at the moment, man. Hope you're doing well. Oh, cheers, dude. Yeah, really happy with how it turned out. It took me ages to get it right, to be honest with you. We went through it last week, like all the different versions of the emote, and it took forever to well, not forever, but it took a while to kind of get it looking right. And in the end, I resorted to going back to Illustrator because basically all the stuff I tried to sketch it up in Adobe Sketch as I usually do with the iPad. That didn't work. It was too big. And yeah, so just been trying to refine the process for this. It's been a real learning curve. See, that's a bit better already. It's been a real learning curve because you're having to work at such small sizes, man. It's crazy. You know, the 56 by 56 pixels and 28 by 28 pixels in some cases. So yeah, pretty damn crazy. Ah, there we go. Pull it out. I've been banging my head against the desk trying to make a hype emote, but just not getting something I like yet. Yeah, man. I mean, emotes are real tricky, and I would definitely recommend trying to do it in Illustrator, because what I've been doing, my little kind of process, which is probably the completely wrong way to do it, is design it in Illustrator, take a screen grab, like zoom it out so you kind of get it crisp and you don't get any pixelation. You don't get any crazy pixelation when you resize it in Photoshop. So I'm literally just doing a screen grab, then taking out the background in Photoshop, and then just doing a couple of extra little tweaks in Photoshop. That's actually my process at the moment, which I think is probably the wrong way of doing it, but it's the only way I can kind of get the sharpness in there. So yeah, man, that's kind of where it's up to. But I've enjoyed working on these emotes. I was really happy to finally get Chaos approved the other week. I think he was approved on Saturday. Only submitted him on Tuesday, and he already got approved. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's really cool that we got him already sorted out and approved. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was going to take ages, because I know Hybrid was telling me his emote took 2 weeks, I believe. So yeah. So it's awesome that we finally got him approved. I don't know why my points aren't coming. Ah, there we go. Silly Illustrator. The thing is, I don't want his thumb to look like a pancake. The thing with thumbs really annoy me. It's like, can we get this looking right? Oh dear. If I look at my own one, it's kind of like, yeah. Try and get this looking right. Right now, he's looking like a potato thumb. For sure, man. Nice to see you anyway, Ghost Monkey. I don't think you were here last stream. I can't remember if I saw you. I hope you're doing good, man. It's been crazy warm here in the UK. But the good news is we won the football last night. We got to the quarterfinals, so I'm well chuffed with that. Well chuffed. So let's see. Pull that up. Maybe it's kind of like that. But I kind of want the gradient to go the other way. Yeah, that is looking real good already. Yeah, man, it's just about tweaking it really, and it's just like I've been doing all the kind of flamey stuff in Photoshop. All this is kind of like I just pulled in my flame, my finished version in here from Photoshop. The flame is all done in Photoshop, just because I could do it in Illustrator, but just so I could tweak it a bit better. And that's kind of my reference model. So yeah. But emote designing, man, is hard. And I think there are professionals who actually do that. And that's all they do. It's just design emotes all day. Yeah, maybe it's got more of a curve. Ah, now I've just thought of something. His thumb would kind of be connected to here. Ah, so maybe I have to not separate it. Maybe, is that an idea? Almost like it's not possibly might not work. Almost like, because your thumb kind of goes into your hand, so I don't know if there'll be this line here. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure if there'll be that line. Let's try that. Let's try. No, it's not working. Why is that not? Let's pull that in and see if that works. Yeah, it's kind of like that, sort of. But I don't want it so harsh. Maybe we'll round off that edge. Yeah, Oh, you guys might hear some noise, by the way, because the neighbour's having some sort of party. So you can probably hear some noises. Oh, you know what? I think I might do that like that. It's kind of that kind of thing. Tricky. Yeah, and as I was saying, I've had a busy few days, well, last week and a half, I guess. Literally just doing client work. I've had so much client work on. Been working from home, which has been awesome, but not had much time for personal work or personal art in any kind of shape or form, really. So that's been quite hard to get to grips with, because I had a bit of a lull in client work, so I had like loads of time to do what I wanted, so to speak, and then all of a sudden not having that, it's been hard to get to grips with. That's better. It's kind of a bit more natural. Kind of looks like a banana. Banana finger. But then again, your thumb kind of does look like a weird looking banana, to be fair. Try that. Yeah, I mean, I might want to, what I might do is I might kind of refine that and just put a mask on it, because that looks a bit silly. I kind of want to keep the, yeah, that's kind of almost there. I knew I'd be able to get this eventually. It's really like fine tuning and tweaking. But I'm glad I'm not doing it the traditional way, which is kind of like using pixels. I just couldn't get to grips with it. That was the first way I was trying doing these emotes, was like using basically using Photoshop and just doing it pixel by pixel. It just wasn't working for me. So decided against doing that and just decided to start using Illustrator instead. It just seems much more easier to kind of do and get going. So yeah, man. Yeah, this is definitely one of those little tricky ones. Maybe it's worth just kind of expanding that out with it. I'll be playing some rock and roll very shortly, 7:30. Not quite sure how long the stream will be tonight. I'm a bit tired because, like I say, I've been working pretty solidly all week. So we may not have a full-on 2-hour show today. We'll see how we go.
Don't fall asleep.
I try not to fall asleep, yeah. So I kind of want to do another one and just pull the opacity down to 0 there, so it blends. Is that going to work? Yeah, there we go. So I kind of want to do that, but then sort of, right? And I don't usually use Illustrator very often. It's not something I use. I do use it when I'm making icons and things, but I don't use it in this context very often. Yeah, it's kind of that kind of thing. Maybe I could kind of do it so it's more of a, that's kind of what I want, but I don't want it that thin. How's that going to work? Thick and thin. That kind of thing, I guess. Yeah, I might have to play with this. I might have to just round this off in Photoshop or something, or expand it perhaps. Okay, we'll do this a little bit longer, and then we'll get into Roku or something. I don't know. Do not know who's in the channel, who wants to play Roku in a little bit, but yeah, we'll see how we go. About 5 people. Oh, no worries. I know that people may be lurking as well. May not be that active. That's fine. This thumbnail. Yeah. This is how silly it is. It's like I'm gonna have to gift Natural Mermaid a subscription just so that she can use the emote. It's so silly. So I'm basically paying money to Twitch to use my own emotes. It's so silly. Ah well. Maybe there's some sort of way of adding an administrator or something. I don't know. I don't think there is off the top of my head, but who knows? Man, thumbs are hard because that looks a bit stupid.
It's like a stump with it on there.
I know, it's just really. Look at you with your rainbow. What's his name? Oh, he's actually a Twitch. It's Kappa. Yeah, he's a Twitch moderator. He's a Twitch employee, and it became like a meme. So now there's like loads of versions of him. It's hilarious. It's so funny. And people can make their own versions of him as well if they want. So yeah, maybe it was better before. Always the way, isn't it? Maybe it was better before. Yeah, this thumb's been giving me a hard time since I kind of put it in there. I was like, oh god. Maybe it should be in front. Yeah, maybe it should actually be in front. There we go. Otherwise, it just looks a bit strange. Let's get that looking right now. Yeah, I think putting it in front probably looks better. I actually think the signal noise one might actually be in front as well.
So the next football is on Friday, isn't it?
The next football, I think it's on. I think we're playing Sweden on Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. The next game's on Friday.
On Friday, yeah, but it's like I know Proclaim is in Sweden, so I wonder, is he gonna? I'm assuming he's supporting Sweden.
He's not online, is he?
He isn't, no. Johannes has put something on in the chat. I have no idea what that is. It's like a load of a load of stuff. Oh, what are you up to, Johannes? What are you up to? Let's have a look.
I can't see it. I don't know what.
Oh, look at this!
Oh, I see. You're doing it.
Wow. Okay. Okay, that's some serious Phoenix art right there, man. Look at that.
What does it say?
It says Phoenix,
Oh,
but it's got like
how cool.
it's like in Russian with like Russian things or whatever. That's pretty insane, man. Well done, sir. Well done. That is amazing. Well done. That is amazing. I can't believe that. I've never seen anything like it. It's like it turns automatically as I scroll as well. Look.
It looks like a diamond or something.
Hey, that is awesome. That's our second bit of emote art that we've had. Feel free to keep them coming, guys. That's really freaking awesome. Awesome. Love it. Well, when I get the horns finished, then you'll be able to add that one in there as well. When I get it finished. Because I will put it into the Discord when it's done. You know what? I feel like starting this one again. It's just not working. Let's try and kind of rationalize this and do this the proper way. Let's do this like this. And then let's get that. This is the thing with Illustrator, is that I start to be a bit too creative, whereas I should just be kind of like trying to be precise, and trying to make it look like something that falls in line with the rest of it. So yeah, so sometimes that's what happens. You kind of get carried away with trying to make it look cool versus actually making it look accurate. You could also replace the hammer with Proclaim. Yeah, you could. That's freaking awesome, man. I love it. Good job, sir. Good job. That is amazing. Yeah, so let me see. I actually want to keep that. Let's pull this in. Remove that, and then let's select our thing. Well, that looks awful. almost there, and then I want to... See, that's the thing. If I remove it and it doesn't line up, this is where I hate Illustrator. It's like, right, so I've deleted that one stroke because I want the stroke applied outside. But if I delete that one point, it goes inside, and then you can't change it. It's really annoying when it does that. Oh well, I'll have to just erase it in Photoshop. I'll just have to do that. Okay, round that up. Yeah, it's kind of something like that. And then what I want to do is just sort of merge it in. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Maybe a little bit bigger. Can I deselect everything for a second? Yeah, got it anyway. Yeah, man, we've been showing your awesome work. We've been showing your awesome Phoenix emoji art, which is freaking awesome, man. Freaking awesome. Absolutely love it. Really cool. I don't know how you did it, but it's quite impressive. I'm very impressed. Right, so on this, I'm just looking forward to when you guys can actually use this one when I actually finish it. Should be quite good. Right, so maybe it does go behind because, if I'm honest, I don't really like it in the front. I don't know what you guys think, but I don't like it in the front. Oh god. I hate thumbs. Thumbs are freaking awkward. But it is what it is. It's almost like I feel like that point, which I can't select now. Why can't I select that point? That's right. Oh, is that the center? Okay, confusing. Let's just do this instead. Almost like that kind of thing. Wait, can you deselect everything and remove thumb for a sec? Okay, yeah, well. Oh, I see you're trying to take a picture of it. Okay, there you go.
What's he doing?
I don't know what he's doing. Making a meme of some sorts, I'm sure. Is that long enough for you, man? That's my really rough thumb. Yeah, I'll give you a version with it behind as well. Let's just do it with the thumb behind. It doesn't reach across my finger. See, mine does. See, so like mine goes all the way that way. So it's a funny one. Stream froze. Okay. Hopefully that's just you and not me. Is that long enough for you? Johannes is up to something. Hopefully that's long enough for him. We'll give him a minute. I guess I have small thumbs. Yeah, no worries, man. I've got no idea. I don't know if there's like a standard size of thumb. I have no idea. I guess it's in relation to your... Ah, you're done. Okay, good. Nice.
Mine goes like that.
We're now comparing sizes of thumbs.
Now I'm doing my...
We're now going like this to hop like... Oh, yeah.
Mine's on an angle though, my thumb. Mine doesn't go straight like that. How does yours go?
Mine can go straight, you see, pretty much.
You're a superhuman.
Apparently, yeah. That's why I'm doing the thumb this way, because it's kind of...
Phoenix human.
It's a Phoenix thumb. It's like a special type of thumb that can go straight.
I don't know if the thumb's quite right though.
It probably isn't. Here we go. Art director mode on. I don't know if the thumb's quite right. Not sure. Maybe add a bit of a flower in there. Might look a bit nicer.
Wait, I didn't say that.
No, I'm joking. I'm being silly. It's a tricky one. It's like it's more more like that.
It's too. It's not rounded enough.
Exactly. That's kind of.
The corner needs to
But
be
then the
rounded.
problem is like then it becomes too.
No, too much. Oh, but they're getting better though.
It is getting better. I think it's just one of those things where you just keep tweaking.
Yeah, it's already looking better, but it's still too sharp. The edges.
Yes, I know. It just needs to be a bit more rounded. Still too sharp. The edges. You're doing it all wrong.
No, I didn't say.
Hovering art directors. Although this one's hovering remotely on the stream, watching the stream and pointing and being like, no, need to move it left. By 3 pixels is what we were saying this week about something else,
Oh yeah.
as we've been saying. Look at the state of this one. It looks awful. It looks like some
Maybe
sort
it
of...
looks a bit like you, by the way. This emote I just put in.
What looks like me?
The emote I just put in.
Oh, it's not come up on mine yet. I must have some sort of delay. Oh, there we go. That looks like me. Oh, it does a bit, doesn't it? That's really strange. I wonder who that is. Some sort of odd guy.
J-Can style.
Okay, he must be some sort of Twitch employee. I'm gonna fill up my. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna fill up my water. Although you've taken the water, haven't you? I'll come and get it. I feel like we need to get some rock and roll in. So I might just do the blast in a minute. Actually, I might have a little break from this. What is it? 47. Okay, let's have a break from this because the thumb is being a bit of a fun guy. Not really. I was trying to find a good pun there. It didn't work. Never mind. Okay, what we'll do is we'll do a bit of a blast now because I'm kind of over this. Thing. I've just remembered I haven't connected my camera up for the blast, so I'm gonna have to do that first. Oh dear. Right, let's head back to our thumb for now, and you can watch me scramble about trying to connect my phone up. Let's see. Right, turn airplane mode on. There we go. That's up, and then I'm gonna open QuickTime. Hopefully this won't crash everything, but we'll see. Let's see how we go. Right, actually I'm going to save this. Save! We've not used the save thing for a while. Save! There we go. Just like AC/DC, we save. S-A-V-E. Haven't used that one in a while, man. Mostly because I've been using the iPad and it's been automatically saving. So it's like I've not needed to use it. Okay. QuickTime. QuickTime player. New movie recording. Fingers crossed that this works okay. Operation could not be completed. Oh, that sucks. It's doing its best to try and find it. Greg's iPhone 6. Oh, I never understand this QuickTime thing. Ah, okay, there we go. Thank you. Right, let's go back to the blast. Let's hook this bad boy up. Let's bring my camera up. Wrong camera. That's the wrong camera. iPhone 6. Okay. Don't know what's going on there. There's like a big green thing in the way, probably. Ah, there we go. Flip that round. There we go. And just get this position right. There we go. Okay. Ah, okay. I forgot to... Ah, please tell me I haven't... Oh, dear. What have I done? Oh, dear. I've completely chosen the wrong camera like a buffoon.
Looks like you're sitting into your...
And now it looks... Oh, dear. Right. Let me get the right... Now I've got multiple cameras going... Like, what am I doing? Look at this. Like, some really weird camera crap is going... Ah, I've selected the wrong... Why do I even have that camera there? That's so silly. Is it working on here now? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. I didn't muck it up. Yeah, I need some sort of uh-oh emote like James. I don't even know why that's there. It should be guitar camera. There we go. Bring this in a bit. All right, let's get the guitar. Let's get rocking. Oh, cool. All right, so I will quickly run through this, guys. So this is a project I featured, I think it must have been a couple of weeks ago, probably on our affiliate party. This is something called the Sonic Skulls, which is a project I did last year, and it was a really fun project. And basically, it's the bad guys from my universe of characters that I've been creating. And yeah, so this is Blue Mayhem, kind of like the leader of the Sonic Skulls. And sometimes you might see him pop up in the stream now and again, usually activated by Natural Mermaid, who sometimes activates him, which is quite fun.
I love it.
And she loves activating him. Well, here we go. Why don't we pop over and we can see him activate. There you go. So sometimes he pops up on the stream. He's a bit of a mischievous little bugger. So yeah, we're gonna go through him on the blast now, and it'll just be like a little process video. But hopefully my guitar is working. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that's all working correctly. Let me just turn it on. Oh, a bit of an echo. So let me switch back to my other outputs. Okay. All right. So this is our blast for the week. And this is Blue Mayhem of the Sonic Skulls. So enjoy, guys. Alright, so that was the blast for this week. Well, a really interesting thing happened there. My guitar completely cut off all of a sudden. Ooh. So one of my pickups is now not working. That's interesting. That's new. Oh, I know why. Ah, you idiot. So I had the volume turned on one of the pickups, And I went like that, and then I went back up, and I was like, oh, there's no audio because the volume was off. Fortunately, it's not broken.
Okay.
Yeah, I knocked the rhythm and treble switch up and down, and because you can alter the volume, you can alter the volume on the volume knob, one or the other, and I had one of them completely turned down, so that's obviously no volume, but then that's with volume. So anyway, slight hiccup there, but never mind, nothing major. Bless you. So this was Blue Mayhem of the Sonic Skulls. Thought I would do the little process video of that. Bit of rock and roll to kind of break things up a bit. So what we'll do now, guys, is we will have a little 5-minute intermission. And then we'll, depending on who's in the chat, maybe we'll do some Rock Who or something. I think also we've got the warp as well. I'm doing a warp just to kind of have a bit of a play around, really. Bit of a relaxed stream today. Just having a bit of fun and stuff. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Let me see, where is my thing? Hey, Hybrid is here! We're about to go to an intermission, and there you go, man. The emote is working. Hybrid's got the emote. Awesome, man. Look at that. That's the first person we've seen actually use them, apart from myself. That's awesome, man. I love it. It looks great. It looks absolutely great. Absolutely love it. It's actually come out really well, to be fair. I didn't expect it to look that good on screen, and it's always hard to kind of design. Well, you know, because you've designed loads of them, but it's just so tough to make it look that good on screen. So let's just flick over to our little camera very quickly, and we can see the chat. Let's have a look. Here we go. Hey, Hybrid in the chat. There you go, so that people can see the chat now. That's quite funny. That's awesome. Looks really wicked, man. I love it. Thanks very much for subscribing again, man, and thanks very much for your 666 bits, which very appreciative of. I am, indeed. I sound like Yoda there. Very appreciative of. I am. Yeah. Rock and roll. Okay, I just realised I play guitar without sound being on, so that's great. Yeah, so we'll have a 5-minute intermission. We will be back. Don't go anywhere, or Chaos will come and get you. He's going to come and get you. See you in 5, guys. See you in 5. It took a while. So I'm back with some crisps because I'm pretty damn peckish. Yeah, welcome back, guys. Hope you're still out there. So yeah, hybrid. I don't know. Are you still in the chat somewhere, man? I don't know, because I was going to show you something. I don't know if you're still out there or if you're kind of away with the fairies now. Because I don't know. I know that you kind of work usually around the same time as I stream, so no worries. But yeah, I was just going to say that we actually featured Hybrid Theory as the main sort of album of the week, which I know that you get your name from. I know that's kind of where your name originates from. Yeah, so I was just going to say, like, we actually featured Hybrid Theory, and it's a year today that we went to go and see Linkin Park unfortunately for the last time, and we both kind of managed to grab Chester's hand as he was walking through the audience. You've probably seen this video before. So yeah, so Hybrid PK. Hybrid takes his name from this awesome album. Right, so let's have a look at the lineup. So I'll probably, I don't know whether to, I think I will do, I don't know, is anyone around? Does anyone want to play Rock Who? I don't know if anyone's around, so it's hard to know. It's hard to know. I can see a few people in the chat. Hybrid is here. Yeah, man, so we featured Hybrid Theory as the main album of the week this week. So let's see. Okay, let's get into Rock Who then. Let me get QuickTime back up because I think I've lost it temporarily there. Yeah. So I hope you're doing good, man. I know you tend to work, don't you, at this time? So it's cool that you're here. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's get the iPad up and running. Let's get that in. Cool. Well, hopefully this will be running. It's not working properly. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, that's a bit better. Let me center this. Just reduce the size a bit. A national holiday today. Oh, that's awesome, man. You got a week off. That's freaking awesome. Really cool. Yeah, so well, I've got the chat right in the middle of the thing. Let's move that over. That's better. Cool. That's awesome. It's a national holiday, man. I'm just going to have a couple of crisps before I start. I'm absolutely starving. Absolutely starving tonight. So you get to hear me crunch and crunch and crunch. Oh, I'm absolutely starving. I feel like I need some sort of emergency rations or something. Maybe they'll be like, I don't know, they fall from above me or something. Just, like that. That's better. That's cool. It's a holiday, man. That's cool. All right, let me try and get my reference up now. That's not my reference. I'll have to pull it over here somewhere. As organised as usual. Pull that over here. Hopefully it doesn't crash anything. Okay, let's minimise that. Right, so I'm going to play a bit of Rock Who now. I don't know if you guys are out there, but feel free to guess who these famous rock stars or pop stars are. I'm going to start on this little bad boy. Right. Now this is kind of, let me see if I can get him front on. Let's see. Is there a front on picture of him? Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Cool, okay. That's cool, it's a national holiday, man. I'm glad, oh god, let's click wrong. We start with our trademark potato, looking the best we can. It's got quite a thin face, actually. It's got like a huge mouth. It's potato. Well, we do specialise in potato chins over here, Ghost Monkey. We actually specify that we do, in fact, you know, it's on our CV, it's on our portfolio. Potato chins are us, and potato faces are us. That's what we do. So he's kind of got... That's completely wrong. Just realised. It's kind of got like these big, massive teeth. But it's more of a smile. Steve Tyler. No, it's not Steve Tyler. Let's get his nose in. His nose is pretty damn big. This might be completely wrong. Right, let's do the hair. The hair's a bit of a giveaway. Let's make him smaller. Eddie. Nope. It kind of does look a bit like Eddie, though, to be fair. Yeah. It kind of does look a bit like... I didn't even mean to do that. It's quite funny. He is actually meant to be smiling, although he kind of looks like he's grimacing a bit now. I don't know if you guys will get him from my amazing drawing. Quite a well-known Caribbean, Jamaican singer. I kind of put that out there. Does what's it called? Reggae. He's a reggae guy. See if you guys can kind of guess who he is. Does anyone know? Could be one of those ones where no. Oh god, they're in the completely wrong place. No idea. Ah dear. See, okay. I give you guys a clue, because no one's getting it. Whoops. Let me just chuck his ear back in. Okay. Super Science Brick. Okay. There you go. That's a little clue. And it's kind of like the best I can do, to be honest with you. Maybe it's his hair. Maybe it's just not convincing on his hair. Because it's kind of spiky, but it's not actually spiky. Let me redo his hair a bit. Maybe that'll be more of a... Ghost Monkey got it. Yes, it's Bob Marley. Probably because of my jamming clue. So his hair probably should have been more like that, I guess. Quite hard to draw that kind of hair. So my reference was that. It's not so bad. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. So yeah, so Ghost Monkey got that one. Well done, man. Well done. Let me just quickly redraw this little area. It kind of has that kind of feel to it. I don't know. No idea. Right, let's pull up another one. That one was not as successful. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. Try and find a good... Oh, okay, this one's quite cool. That one? Maybe a different one. Oh, I kind of want him... Oh, yeah, that's pretty damn cool. Kind of similar. Yeah, do that. That. His face is quite round. Let's pull that down. So how are you doing then, guys? I hope you're all doing good today. I've had a crazy couple of weeks trying to do client work. I mean, I've had so much client work on. I don't even know how I'm doing these streams, to be honest with you. I literally, like, I finished at 6 the last 2 weeks almost. And it's like, right, 6 o'clock, boom, 1 hour I've got to the stream. That's kind of it. So, yeah. It's maybe... Oh. It's kind of similar again, kind of big lips. And I might actually draw a different version of him if nobody gets it. Right, so this guy is kind of more of a rocker. Kind of old school rocker. Famous, quite a famous band. Almost like a kind of a timeless band in a way. I'm not a big fan of them, to be honest with you, but they're not so bad. We've not had any guesses so far. Fair enough. Jagger. No, it's not Jagger, Nick. Although you are in the right ballpark. You are very much in the right ballpark. It's another famous rocker singer. Let's see. He does have a big mouth. And he did a very famous collaboration with a rap band. Very famous collaboration. And it became probably one of their greatest hits, to be honest with you. Right, so let's put that one on the side. And maybe I'll draw another one. Let's see. Steve Tyler! There you go. Hybrid got it. So you nearly right the first time, man, but it was the second one. Well done. So yeah, so Nick and Hybrid kind of got it both at the same time. Good on you guys. Well done. So, maximum layers. Bog off with your maximum layers. I don't give a crap about your maximum layers. Okay. Oops. Let's go up. Go away. Okay. Right, let's do the next one. Okay. This should be fun, because this one... Oh my god. Right, okay. How the hell do I draw this? There's going to be lots of fun. So this is a female. It's gonna be fun. This one I actually might end up getting reasonably right because... Yeah. Okay. Steve Tyler. It's not Steve Tyler this time, man. I think my top there is completely wrong. As you can hear, you can probably hear the neighbours shouting and screaming from next door. That nose is ridiculously big. It's too big. So... That's a bit better. Liv Tyler, no. Okay. She's got quite intense eyes. So this is actually supposed to be a girl. But it's it's hard to say. Right, okay. Let's do the hair. I should do the hair quite well, actually. It's not bad, that. She's a bit of a kooky one. She's a bit weird. She's renowned for her weirdness. No more guesses so far. I don't know if anyone might know who this is. Bjork! Hybrid got it right. Well done, sir. Well done. Yeah, it's Bjork. Didn't do too badly, actually, there. This was my reference. That was my reference I had, so I didn't do too badly. Could have been worse. It probably needed to be a bit longer, to be honest. Okay. Maybe we'll do... maybe we do one more, maybe. I think one last one, possibly, today. Who could I do? Oh, I've got an idea. Ugh. This may all go wrong. Sent something in the Discord. Oh, okay, man. We'll look at it in a minute. I'm just going to get this last. You know what? I'm not going to do that because I don't want to do that. Let's do... Oh, God, they're having all kinds of fun out there because they're screaming and shouting. Let's see. What else could I do? What other people could I do? Oh, I've got an idea. Let's do that. May have done this guy before, but we'll see. Let's see. That's a good bit of reference. Cool. Delete some of these. Yeah, Johannes, we'll have a look at what you've done in a minute, right after Roku. Let's just get this last one in. So that's the last one for today, guys. This last Roku. I've possibly done this guy before. I've got a... Quite a cheesy grin. Oops. Okay. It's got very small eyes. Very small eyebrows. God, they're having a whale of a time out there, jeez. Either that or they're laughing at my skills. Okay. Any guesses, guys, so far? Our potato heads. Kind of got... Any guesses? I think we may have done this guy before. It's quite a fun kind of happy rocker. I've been in a couple of bands now. Dimebag? No, although that is actually a good point, man. Like, I should have done Dimebag or Vinny, who unfortunately passed away the other week. Vinny from Pantera. Kenny Rogers? No. No. He's been in two different bands. He's most famous probably for the first band. I got Dave Grohl. There you go. Nick got it. That's the one. Dave Grohl. Well done, sir. Add a bit more in there. Well done. Yeah, that was my reference. Ish. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to go and close the windows, guys, because it's a bit noisy out there with the party going on. There's a party in here. There's a party out there as well, so I'll be right back. It's the party outside mostly, it's not you. Alright, we're back. Cool. So I think that's probably it for Rock Who today, guys. We'll now check on the Discord, where I believe Johannes has probably sent something. So we will have a look at what he's created. I'm hoping it's some sort of meme or something like that. Let's have a quick look. Open Discord. I had actually closed it before. Let's see. One Phoenix Studios. Let's have a look. Ah, okay, man. So that's cool. So Johannes has given me a bit of advice, and he's saying that maybe it should be something like this for the thumb. I kind of agree with you, man. I think it's something along those lines. You've kind of got it right there, and maybe I should have kind of sketched it first, because that's looking pretty damn accurate, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Johannes. You get 100 points, and you also get Phoenix Chaos emote on that one. Thank you very much, sir, for your advice. I'll definitely bear it in mind. Probably won't be doing any more on that today, because if I'm honest, I've worked all day and I don't really want to touch Illustrator anymore. So I think what we're going to do, if we head back to our lineup, I'll give it a little go on the warp, actually, to be honest with you. And maybe we won't have an encore today. We'll just kind of do warp for a bit. Well, actually, maybe we will. Actually, you know what? Let's have an encore anyway. Let's do that. We'll do it with the flames instead. Cool. Okay. So let me just reopen QuickTime. Oh, my QuickTime's gone a bit skewiff. Actually, do I even need QuickTime? Probably not, to be honest with you. Probably be all right. So I will quickly switch over now to our warp zone. Oh, that's gone wrong. Our warp zone. So basically, guys, we've done this a couple of times, but it's not as popular as it could be. I'm going to take a shower now. All right, man. No worries. So on the warp zone, we have sometimes we've put stuff in here. I think the first one we ever did, people put things in. Other times people haven't. But if you've got some art that you want to share in the hashtag warp zone, we take that, and then basically I play rock and roll and it kind of moves about and stuff. It's quite fun. We've done it a few times, so feel free to just chuck anything you want in there and let me know if you've put something in there. Right, so let me minimize Illustrator, Photoshop, basically the whole shebang, and let's get the warp stuff going. This is kind of, I've already set it up to a point, so let's just get the right video selected. Window, not preview 4, no, window, there we go. Okay, and then let's just get it in the right place. Okay, I think that's probably in the right place. There we go, so that's kind of right. And let's get the guitar and stuff. Let's have a quick go. Right, so the guitar's there. We've got the guitar plugged in and all that. Let me see. I'm just going to have a quick drink, guys, because I'm really thirsty. All right. So yeah, so this is the warp. Tend to just kind of get art, some of my art or somebody else's art, and basically just play about with effects and stuff. I haven't really found the best use of this section yet. This is still experimenting. let's see. Let me just make sure my headphones are on. Yeah, that's working. I dig these colors. Ah, thanks, man. This is kind of my classic Phoenix Studios pink with a green, with a teal green. So I tend to, that's kind of one of my classic combinations that I've started using. Let's add in some effects. So let's add in this little bugger. Playing that. Let's add in our kaleidoscope vision thing. That'd be quite fun. Why isn't that the full width of the screen? Let's see. That's a bit better. Oh, I didn't want to move that. I wanted to actually move that. Let's just move that over. That'll probably do, to be honest with you. Doesn't have to be completely seamless. Yeah, so this is the warp, and I tend to just experiment with a ton of effects and just see where it takes us, really. So yeah, so let's do some crazy stuff in the warp. So yes, this is kind of a bit funny, and I'm just trying to. I've been playing around with this section for a while now, and I'm still wondering what it could be used for. It's quite fun. I would love to get you guys involved somehow in it, and I was thinking maybe people could just put in their stuff in the chat and stuff. That'd be cool. Maybe I'll do it in advance next time. That'd be quite fun. But I really would like to play about more with these effects. So I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just play about with it. Play some rock and roll and just play about the effects of it. Okay, so this is still experimenting with this. Ghost Monkey, what software are you using for this? So this is a piece of software I've been playing around with called VDMX. It is a paid-for software, but I am using the trial version. So basically what happens is every time I close the program, I lose all my settings, which is really annoying because it's like a trial. But it's pretty freaking cool, and I've been kind of trying to trying to work out how best to use this, and whether this section's kind of like, if I don't necessarily have enough content for the stream, it's quite good because I can just play about with it, switch things up, try different things, play a bit of rock and roll. But I'm trying to work out if there's something more I can do with this. I might end up adding a video or myself playing guitar to this somehow. But I haven't actually worked out how to do that yet, so I'm still trying to work it out. And yeah, and maybe we'll just play about with this a little bit more. And then what we'll do is maybe just call it a day for today. Maybe let's see how we go. So that's working. I don't actually have anything selected on that one, do I? Oh, okay, there we go. That's kind of cool. Right, let's try that for now. Right, cheers, Ghost Monkey, for the ideas for different reactive software. Pretty cheap and makes awesome real-time audio reactive. I'll check it out, man. This just happened to kind of be this is actually a really complicated program to use, so I might actually try something new. The only good thing about this program is it seems limitless in terms of what you can do. So let me just try. I don't know, let's try this. What's this? No, it's pretty much the same. So if I take off the kaleidoscope, oh, I see. So that does that. So yeah, it's just a matter of understanding all the different effects you can do with this. What does this do? Circle, splash, distortion. Okay. If I choose data source, what will that do? That doesn't do anything. Doesn't do a whole lot. Those are the things sometimes. Oh, there you go. So that kind of does something kind of interesting. If I do audio analysis filter 1, I get that kind of weird kind of effect. I mean, there's like I said, there's so many different things you can do with the effects. It's pretty much endless. And I think it's mainly used for VJing, so people who do DJing but with big visuals in the background. So that's kind of like the main thing about this, really. What does this do? Actually, I'll just put that back off. Don't know what I'm doing with that. That's the thing. It's so crazy complicated as a program that understanding what it's doing is always a bit of a challenge. Pretty damn cool though. Oh, you're a VJ. Okay, man. You've probably heard of this app then, VDMX. It's pretty damn freaking cool. But like I say, I haven't necessarily worked out the best way to use it. This is still an experimental section. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Cool. Okay, so that wraps up the warp probably for today. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, no worries. Okay, nobody put that in. Okay, so yeah, so that kind of wraps up the warp, and this has been kind of a interesting little experiment, just seeing how things work in it, because I'm still, like I say, still getting to grips with it. Cool. So that was the warp. Awesome. Hey, Proclaim's here. Hey, Proclaim. We just finished doing the warp. Welcome to the stream. Also, we've had our first emoji approved. So there we go. There's our Phoenix Chaos emoji. Finally approved. It only took like... let's see... I don't know. Took a few days to kind of get through. But yeah, Chaos is extremely happy. Why are you doing the uh-oh? Anyways, so yeah, so we've just had the warp where we've been playing around with some effects and stuff. It's pretty damn fun. This software I've been playing about with for a while now. So yeah, so let's see. So yeah, guys, I mean, I will probably just do the encore now because we kind of got through everything. So we've been doing all kinds of stuff today. We have done. Oh, look at that! Hybrid's got 4 emotes. He's got the signal noise one. He's got his own one. He's got Proclaim's one, and he's also got my one, which is freaking awesome. Thank you, sir. Bit of guitar there for you. Man, you've got 4 subscriptions. That's a lot of subscriptions. I'm actually not currently subscribed to Signal Noise because I just can't. I can't afford. Like, I subscribe to you two guys, and I can't afford to subscribe to everyone. So that's kind of my limit. Natural Mermaid, she is downstairs, and I think she might be making dinner. So she is around, but I think she's possibly making dinner. She was here for half the stream, which is cool. So anyway, yeah, in true rockstar fashion, I'm going to chuck this on the bed, as usual. There we go. Done and dusted. Nice. Actually, I don't know why I've just chucked that over there, because I'm about to use it again. So yeah, so we'll probably just get into our encore now. I think we've pretty much covered everything today. We had quite a bit of news. The main piece of news was that the emoji had been approved. We also had album of the week, which was Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory. Oh, Natural Mermaid's here. Hey, Natural Mermaid. Downstairs, I think, at the moment. She did join me earlier, though. Nice that you're here. So we were saying how Linkin Park Hybrid Theory was the album of the week, which was awesome. We also, the big news, of course, is that Chaos has now been... I was watering the garden. Yes, that's what you were doing. I forgot. And then, of course, the big news is that the Chaos emote was approved. It was approved after 4 days, which I can't believe, to be honest, because I thought I'd still be sitting here waiting for it to be approved. And in terms of the leaderboards, Hybrid is still at number 1. And thank you to everybody who's been donating bits and subscribing. So yeah, so kind of just a quick recap. And yeah, our headliner for today, we were working on the next emote that we're working on, which is still very much a work in progress. And that's not working, so let's open that back up. Let's choose Illustrator, there we go. So yeah, so we were working on a work in progress kind of flaming horns kind of thing. That's what we've been doing for most of the stream. Still kind of work in progress. Basically, I start everything in Illustrator. That's kind of what I've been doing, and that's kind of how I made my first emote, was mostly through Illustrator, and then just pulling it into Photoshop for kind of final effects and stuff. So that's kind of what we've been doing today. So we will get on to our, we'll now get on to our encore probably for today, I guess. I need to connect up my thing. Oh, by the way, I know you streamed last night, Proclaim. Sorry, I haven't been able to catch you guys. I've been so swamped with client work, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. I've been absolutely swamped with client work. It's been crazy the last few days. Also, by the way, I didn't put it as an item of news because I haven't had time, but I have finally sent off that album art to that band. So I actually sent it off to them late last night. And yeah, I haven't had a response yet. Don't know if I'll get a response, but we'll see how we go, man. We'll see what happens. That's me plugging my camera in, so that's in now. So that's been sent off, and we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll get in touch, maybe they won't. Who knows? Right, let's get into our encore. Our encore for the day. So let me see. Is this going to work, or is this going to look really weird? It's going to look really weird because that's what happens. Okay, let me change my camera. My camera is gigantic. Let's bring that down. Bring it down. Bring it down. I don't know why this does this, but it's, yeah, it's just... Some days it just doesn't like it. Right, get the guitar. Yeah. Let's zoom it in a bit, because it's not quite right. Okay. I actually don't want this to crash, so let's just try and be a bit careful. Okay. Ah, okay. So if I adjust it on there. Okay, that's better. And then let's just bring that. That looks huge. Move back a bit. Natural Mermaid talking about snow in China. Yeah, we've got some awesome cats from next door who come over, and I'll just switch the camera because I'm talking here. Yeah, we have some awesome cats who pop over from the neighbours. There's 4 of them, and they're always around, and like I think they think this is like their second home or something. It's hilarious. So yeah, we love them to bits. They're almost like our cats in some ways. Like they're kind of our adopted cats, except they're not really ours. They're next doors. Yeah, maybe there's good idea, Natural Mermaid. We'll put some pictures up next time. We'll have the rock cat area or something. Who knows? So yeah, guys. Right, I'm gonna do a little encore, bit of fun and rock and roll, and then we'll call it a day for today. All right. So let's do some rock and roll. Alright, that was our encore for today. Awesome. Nice bit of flames there and everything. Bit of a funny reflection on the camera though, that's interesting. Must be to do with the sunlight in here, definitely. All right, so that was our encore for today. Thank you very much for hanging out, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been awesome. See you next. When is it? Next Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday the 11th of July, which is pretty damn crazy. It's already 11th. I can't believe the month's gone really quickly. Yeah, probably because I've been working. So yeah, guys, we will see you on Wednesday next week. Have a good one. Thank you very much for tuning in. And thank you very much to our subscribers, Hybrid PK, that Seeker who isn't here at the moment. All of you guys for putting your bits in. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Shat. I miss everything. Sorry, man. Yeah, we had the encore and we've had a bit of warp as well. But hey, no worries, man. You can always catch it on the VOD. No problem. Yeah, so we'll be back, like I say, next Wednesday. Looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Maybe we'll have some more emote art. We've had some amazing emote art from Johannes. So let's just flick that back on very quickly. If I can find it, because it was freaking awesome. Let's see. Memes. Okay, memes. There we go. Let me head down to... I don't know why am I... Oh, that'll be why. Okay, there we go. So we had this awesome bit of emote art from Johannes, which has been freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. I don't know how you put that together, man. That's freaking awesome. So yeah, top marks to you, sir. Thank you very much for putting that in. Absolutely wicked. Really appreciate it. Thankfully there is a replay video. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we'll catch you guys next Wednesday with some more rock and roll, some more design. I'm hoping to probably have that emote finished, and hopefully we'll be on to our next little project, because I've been doing these ice cream sort of little illustrations the last couple of weeks, so I'm hoping to get those done and dusted, start to get those kind of ready to put out there soon. So yeah, looking forward to that. And yeah, so I will catch you guys next Wednesday. Make sure you rock on, you rock hard, and you design hard as well. So rock on, guys. Catch you next Wednesday.